Hey Algebra 1, Mr. Chapter here with a real-world example of domain and range. So let's read this problem. It says a candle is 20 centimeters tall, 4 centimeters burn away per minute. Well, let's try to write an equation to represent that. So let's just say y equals, the candle begins at 20 centimeters, and it's burning away, so we'll minus 4 centimeters per minute, so we'll just call the number of minutes x. So x represents the minutes, and in this problem, y is going to represent the height of the candle. Okay? So let's first consider the domain. Now remember that the domain are all the x values in this problem. That's the number of minutes. Let's think about numbers we could have. Can you have negative minutes? No, you can't have negative minutes. So that's automatically out. What about 0 minutes? Sure. What about 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? What about 1.5, 2.5? 1.8654321. Yes, you can burn for 8.56, whatever. The moral of the story is we're not going to be able to use roster notation, because if I tried to write them all out, 0, 0.1, 0.01, 0.001, you can't physically write them all out. So we need to use interval notation, okay? The interval is going to begin at 0, and I'm going to use a bracket because we talked about you can burn for 0 minutes. Okay? Now you may think, why don't we just use infinity as the right bound? But you have to take into consideration that is this candle going to burn forever? No, if we burn this candle for 1,000 minutes, the candle's going to be gone, right? There has to be a point at which the candle goes away. Now, this problem is very easy to figure it out because I made the numbers pretty simple. What would be the highest number of minutes the candle could burn? Well, at 0 minutes, it's 20, right? So xy. So at 0 minutes is 20. 1 minute goes by and it loses 4. So 20 minus 4 is 16. 2, it would lose another 4. 3, it would lose another 4. 4, it would lose another 4. And eventually, down 5 minutes later, when it loses the last 4 inches, it is officially completely burned out. So we know that the highest x value is 5 minutes later. And 5 can be included, so I'll use a bracket. Okay? Let's talk about the range now. The range is all the y values. Now we're going to have to use interval notation again because this candle could be 20, or 18.65432 exactly centimeters tall, so you can't write them all out. And if you make this little table as your guide, it's very easy to find out what the range is, because the range starts at 20 centimeters and is going to end at 0 centimeters. But be very cautious, because domain and range, we learned last chapter, it needs to be least to greatest. So even though the candle starts at 20, 20 is larger than 0, so it needs to go at the end. And it will end at 0 centimeters, but that's smaller, so it goes at the beginning. We'll use brackets to indicate that you could actually equal 0 centimeters and 20 centimeters. All right, so I hope that was clear.